Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. Sorry for not uploading yesterday. I was actually traveling, but here we are. I am completely ready for a beautiful day, and we are going to start it with talking about polygons. So, if you remember, the last time that we talked about Matic, I think we were right in here, and the idea was that we can say this is 1, this is 2, decent move up to about this point into wave 3, and we can have correction for 4, another move up into wave 5. We said if you want to believe in that case, you need to see a continuation of the move up from roughly around the current point. What we do not want to see if we want to believe in that scenario is actually a decent move down. And I'm going to argue we have probably got our move down in Polygon. And I said specifically, if we do that, that is going to maybe narrow our option to discount, indicating we have completed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure, which is number 1, a very bullish sign, and number 2, it means that probably we are going to get a move on the downside. Now, first things first, I'm not really sure if you like classic patterns, but if you do, I'm thinking we are probably having a decent head and shoulder structure. Excuse me, let's go on this chart. There we go. This can be our left shoulder followed by a beautiful head, and this can be our right shoulder. Now, you want to remember, this pattern at the moment is not confirmed yet, okay? It's very, very important to understand that. Question, when will it get confirmed? When we get a complete successful break of the neckline. And what do I mean by that? I mean, we go under this region, do a pullback, and then we get a continuation of the move down in order to take this low. If we do this, at that point, we have to talk about a 5 wave up being complete to about the highest side in here around, let's say, 26.2 cents, and say, hopefully, this is going to be a correction structure. So this was in terms of classic patterns, and all eyes should be on this possible, let's say, head and shoulder right now. Now, what is going on in terms of Elliott's waves? Let's go back on our own chart. Okay, so I'm thinking in Polygon, for now, we can consider the possibility of having an A, B, C, let's say in form of a zigzag, if that head and shoulder that we talked about earlier is going to be in play. Now, in case of a zigzag, we're going to have subwaves like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into A, corrective movement for wave B. Let's say, sure, an ABC zigzag, and yet another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into C. Let's go on the live chart now and count some waves. Maybe it's best to go on like 15-minute time frame. Okay, so what is going on? I think we can all agree that this is a beautiful clear cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down starting from the high side, followed by that. So far, it seems like that we are having kind of a slow and choppy move up. And if we want to say our move actually ended right in here, well, okay, I think there's actually a good argument to be made for this move being either an ABC or maybe a WXY, generally some sort of a correction structure, which may have sort of kind of got confirmed when in this phase down, in this specific candlestick, we took this important low. So what is it that I'm trying to say? In case that you see another move down in the short term in Polygon, I think you need to count on that move being in form of most likely a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down. And I'm really hoping that right around these areas, let's say about like the 20-21 cents region, our move down is going to be over and we have completed the subwaves for, you know what, an ABC zigzag. And on a higher degree, what are we going to have? I'm thinking probably a very, very bullish setup. I'm really hoping that this scenario is going to be in play so we can go up big time and a lot of you guys are going to be happy. You can say maybe on a higher degree, this is 1, this is 2, and what's next if this is happening? You know the answer, huge and strong move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. So right now in Polygon, I am having this thing as my primary case, indicating in the short term, we may see a 5 wave impulsive structure down. And if you want to kind of say this is going to happen, then okay, just have your eyes on this important neckline for this beautiful looking head and shoulder structure. And if we do successfully get a break of the neckline, at that point, you can count on some more downward price action. And by the way, what is the target for this head and shoulder going to be? First things first, you need to put your chart on regular scale. Again, I'm going to say this in every single video so you can understand there is simply no measuring waves on logarithmic. And then you need to measure the height of your pattern and put it at your supposedly breaking point. this is giving you what, about, let's say, like an 18-19 cents target, and I do think it can be kind of realistic. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Polygon's price chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.